Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Yolise and today I'm gonna be eating this roast beef sandwich from a little place called the Heights Deli and Bottle Shop. It's my first time trying this, so we'll see what this is all about. But just for now, check this out, you guys. This is a roast beef sandwich with, oh my gosh, look at this cheese action. Whew. That looks so good, and it's warm, so that's good. So I feel like a lot of the times roast beef sandwiches come cold. So now you can get a little close up to see what's inside the sandwich. You have some roast beef, lettuce, tomatoes, some cheese, and some mayo. And oh my goodness, it looks so delicious. I personally can't have a sandwich without chips. Is that weird? Like if I go to Subway or like any sandwich shop, Jimmy John's, Jersey Mike's, I always have to get chips. It's because it feels like it's just not complete without the chips. Okay, so let's dig in. Ooh, look at that. There's like this big piece of roast beef right there. Mmm, delicious. So today, you guys, I have a story that happened a long time ago, but I feel like it's kind of like now that we look back at it, like it's so funny, but when it happened at the time, like it was really scary. This didn't actually happen, like the scary part, I guess, didn't happen to me, but I was there. And to give you some context, it was, I think it was Easter. And I was like 16 years old. So, my family was having a little get together. I'm so sorry if I have crumbs all over my face during this. So, my cousins were there, and I actually had some cousins that were there visiting from Mexico at the time. I'm gonna tell you what I saw, and then I'm gonna tell you what happened. So, at the time, I was there, and my high school boyfriend was there, and I was with my little cousin. Like, I was playing with my little cousin outside, and my high school boyfriend was there. And I don't even know how to tell the story. It's so weird. So I'm gonna take another bite. So my sister was like a freshman in college, and she was taking a photography class, and she had a project due, so she had to take like pictures of someone or something like that. And so my two cousins that were girls, and then my other cousin that was a guy, went with her. There was like this wooded area right like to the side of our house, so they went with her to take some like cool pictures into the wooded area. This is what I saw. I was like, they're taking kind of a long time, and so I was like, let's go check on, let's go see what they're up to. And so like we went and we were walking, and from what I remember, I think like he was giving me a piggyback ride, and I was like holding my little cousin's hand or something like that. And all I see is my sister and my three cousins like running like so fast, and they're like, get the F off of him and turn back and run. I was like, what is going on? And I thought they were just being like kids, like dumb. I was like, what are they doing? And when they finally got to us, like they didn't know, they didn't even stop. They like passed us running, and that's when I was like, okay, like we need to go. So like we started running back as well. And finally we get back to our house, and like they're like go into the room and like close it and lock it. They're like, oh my gosh, like, you won't believe like what just happened. And we're like, what the heck? So what happened was they went into the woods someone dumped like a couch and like weird things that they found dumped, and for some reason they thought like, oh, this is so artsy, it's so cool, and they started to take pictures with it. Well, this man was like riding his bike like in the distance watching them, and they're just like, okay, just ignore this dude. And they kept taking pictures. Well, this man keeps getting closer and closer to them. And that's when my sister's like, okay, you know what, guys, let's start heading back. As soon as they start heading back, this man drops his bike and starts like walking towards them. So they freak out and start like walking faster. This man starts running towards my cousins, who are, like I said, like my sister I think was 19, my other cousin was like 18, 17, and the other ones were like, they're younger than me, so they had to have been like 14, 15. So he's chasing after kids and they're running for their lives. And the man was about to grab one of my cousins when my older cousin was like, stop! Do not touch her! I am calling the police right now! And the man just stops and was like, oh, sorry, and like walked away. What the heck? Like, I was like, no way, like that's insane. And of course they just kept running. We're such dumb kids that like none of us like wanted to tell our parents what happened, because like they didn't want to get in trouble for going off into the woods or whatever. So we like kept it a secret from our parents for the longest time. I want to say it was like about a year ago or a couple months ago, I don't remember when, but like it randomly came up and we were like, oh my gosh, we're so dumb, like why did we not tell our parents? And so then we finally told our parents the story, and they were just like, what the heck, but they were laughing at it because it was just, it's so dumb. Yeah, I have no idea what happened to that man, but what made him chase after kids, like teenagers? What did he think was gonna happen when if like he finally like got to grab someone? Like, it's, I don't know, it's just crazy to me. That was like less than half the sandwich. It was such a big sandwich, but it's so good. Got my water like always. Gotta represent my Spurs. If you guys don't know, I'm from San Antonio, Texas. Oh yeah. I don't know. It just felt like so many weird things happened in that like neighborhood one time when I forget where I was walking to. This like white car was like following me the whole time, and I was just like, I was terrified. But I think like that's the only time it personally happened to me in that neighborhood. But like years later, my sister and her husband were visiting my parents, and they took their dogs out for a walk. So this is the same place in which the first story happened. So it was like a late night walk, and a man started following them. So my sister, knowing what had happened to her already, she's like, okay, no, we're heading back right now. So they start like walking back, and this man is still following them. Granted, let me tell you, my sister and her husband, they look like they probably could still be in high school, so they didn't look very threatening. And their dogs, one of them is like a long-haired Chihuahua slash Papillon. And the other one's a little, I don't even remember what she is, but she basically, imagine like a Corgi and a Lab, but like small, if that makes any sense. So they have small dogs that are not intimidating either. So this man starts following them, they start walking back, and then they start like walking faster. This man starts walking faster. They're like about a block away from my parents' house, so they start like booking it, running. Like I think they even like carried their dogs or something because they couldn't keep up. And this man starts running after them. It's just like, why? That's so weird. And I don't know, guys. Like, has that ever happened to you? Have you ever been chased by someone? Like, what? It's just like so mind-blowing to me. Like, what are those people's intention? Like, what do they plan to do if they catch you? Especially if like they weren't alone. Like, I mean, the first time it was a group of kids, and then the second time it was my sister and her husband. It's just so weird. I mean, I feel like people, like, if someone's gonna follow someone and like chase after them to do I don't know what, I feel like it'd probably be like someone that's by themselves. But no, apparently not. It's a little awkward just because like my window, like this is the front of my house and the sidewalk is right there, and a lot of people walk around in this neighborhood. Oh crap, there's a man in my front yard. Christian! Christian! There's a man in our front yard. So I was literally just about to say that like I feel awkward because people walk by all the time and they see me like recording myself eating food, which is like kind of a weird thing to see, I guess someone do. And as I was looking out, there was a man right in front of my window staring at me. Oh, that was weird. But he like knocked on the door and he like thought that this was a different house. I don't know. It was kind of sketchy. But I think he's like a repairman or something like that. Okay guys, almost to the last bit. Like this sandwich was so much bigger than I expected it to be. And I feel like they actually put a good amount of meat in here because a lot of the times I can eat like a sandwich like Jersey Mike's, Jimmy John's, like those sandwiches, I can eat them no problem. But this one is giving me a hard time. It's so good though. So I was gonna try out this chicken spot today. It's called Howling Rays. I don't know if you guys have heard of it before. And I was looking through their menu on Yelp, like already like figuring out what I was gonna order. I was so pumped because RDR, you know who RDR is, most of you guys know. If you don't, please go check him out. I'll leave a link to his channel down below, but he's one of my YouTube besties. He posted a video of him eating some like chicken sandwiches, and oh my gosh, they looked so good. So like I've been in the mood for some chicken sandwiches. I'm sorry, this is probably weird, but like I'm so full, I'm only gonna eat the rest of this with like one of the breads on it. But so yeah, I was so pumped to go try this place out. I started reading the reviews for it. People were like, I waited 3 hours for this chicken sandwich. And then another one was like, oh, you can check their Instagram or Twitter for updates on wait time. It was already 1:30 in the afternoon, so I checked their Twitter, and of course it was like a 2.5 hour wait at the moment. I was just like, I cannot wait 2.5 hours. Like, I'm so hungry right now. But now I know, if I ever want Howling Rays, I need to like go early in the morning so that by the time I get it, it's lunchtime and I'm hungry. Lesson learned. I'm weird. I use my chips as like a scoop for like the leftover like lettuce or whatever falls out of the sandwich. Tastes good together. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me for this meal. It was absolutely delicious. And I just want to say thank you. Like, the response to my last video has been incredible. Like, I can't thank you guys enough for all your kind and supportive words. So thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.